Are you really unattractive and undesirable, or are you just a dark-skinned black woman living in Southern California?
The membership is over $3,000, but now I was invited.
And the first thing I noticed is he's a little shorter than I had anticipated.
Now, none of these men were one I would want to date.
Yesterday, I heard a woman say that she discarded a guy she went on a date with because he mentioned that he liked football and she wasn't into it.
Colorism is the reason why they would not let her and her friend in at Harriets. Pay the bill or shut the hell up about it.
Unless you're open to dating outside your race, it seems like you might be single as a black woman here in LA. Is it impossible for black women to date in LA? I haven't necessarily felt that way, but I have been single the entire time I lived here. And it almost seems like the black men in LA aren't checking for black women. So unless you're open to dating outside your race, it seems like you might be single as a black woman here in LA.
Now, you might be single. What she's saying is they're out there struggling. Now, we can't go off of one video. We need to see more.
But wait, there's more.
Let's get into that.
Are you really unattractive and undesirable, or are you just a dark-skinned black woman living in Southern California? Who said that?
Meet a rich man in LA, San Vicente Bungalow. The membership is over $3,000, but now I was invited. So if you get invited or you got the funds to get a membership, I say do it. I saw Kamora Lee Simmons and Cynthia Bailey having brunch there today. And next to me, I heard a man saying he had more money than Amazon. And he was talking about closing on some billion-dollar investments. Get that membership.
We must stop this. Well, not we. They must stop this. Lady, you got gray hairs dangling on your head. You look about 40 pounds overweight. You heard a rich man saying what? And you think he was looking at you as an opportunity to come up with you? Look, we have to stop this. You're not, just because a woman goes there doesn't mean you're entitled to a rich man. Because you know where they hang out at doesn't mean they're there for you. And this is LA. You know what kind of woman these men are looking for? They're not looking for fatbacks. They're not looking for women that eat fatbacks. Tell them, somebody. It's something what the men are looking for, and you're not their preference. They don't want you. And you ladies have to understand, a lot of you don't qualify for the men you think you deserve.
My issue dating in LA is that I get too excited every time I see a like an actual black man I would consider dating. It's like you have to be the one because there are literally no other options. Nada, zilch, zero, cero. I can't date a white man.
You have to be the one. Look, I gotta say this. It's all about preference. And all black men don't want to date all white women, because you'll find black women talking about dating black men, and what happens? They hold them to a certain standard. Now, I'm not saying white women don't do the same thing, but you'll find some white women to be more lenient. Not all. You're all my woman, right? But some black guys do find white women to be more tolerable, meaning they tolerate a little more. I'm not trying to say there's not cold white women that are harsh on all kinds of men. Of course there are, but there's more of a chance. And also, that's not what most guys prefer. Let me explain. When you come up in the hood, right, and you're around a woman that's eating fat back, that's overweight, like your mama will be, that may be something you prefer, but you want to get out of that at a young age. You see it all the time. Guys making videos saying, I wanted something different. I went to college. I saw it was different. That's what I want now. A lot of men are waking up. But take a look at this, because I want you to see. Watch this. I'm not even going to talk about it. I want you to watch this.
One of my goals for this year was to go on at least 4 dates. Now, I haven't been on a date in like 2 years. So, okay, it's been a while. I'm going to try to put myself out there. I matched with this guy. We got on a date. The first date is great. It's like, okay, I see that you like Italian food. I made a reservation at 8:40 attached to the spot. Now, I'm not really drinking, but we had met at the wine bar, and I was like, okay, this feels good because there's a ton of people. And the first thing I noticed is he's a little shorter than I had anticipated. Height snob. But I am a little bit, okay? I'm a thicker girl. I don't want a man to pick me up. And then he's like, ah. So anyway, he comes out and I go, oh, he's a little shorter than I thought he would be. It wasn't an issue. And then, hi, how are you? You look so beautiful, blah, blah, blah. And then he goes, you're taller than I thought you would be. And I was like, is that an issue? No, I'm next to a tall, beautiful woman. Like, when is it ever an issue? I'm up. And I'm kind of cute, whatever. So we go next door, we have dinner. It's a good time. Now, again, I am just trying to put myself out there, not or crazy. So in between the first date, and it's fine. I was like, oh, I think he's nice. Let's just see what happens, whatever. It comes and we're talking and he's like, oh, I'm getting ready to like travel for a while. And he's like, oh, it's like such a bum that I haven't seen you as much. And then he goes, do you like me? And I was like, I mean, I don't know you well enough to like you, but I like have a crush on you. I think like you're cool. I don't think you like me. And then at that moment I was like, oh, I don't like him. We all need reassurance, but I don't know. It felt weird. So we're kind of going back and forth and he's like, yeah, I just don't think you like me. And I was like, have I done something to make you feel I don't like you? He just goes, no. And I was like, well, to be fair, we haven't really talked. Like, I don't really know you. Well, you have to demand my attention. Like, you just have to take it. And I was like, I'm never talking to this man again. And I was just like, I don't know what would possess him to say that. I don't know. I just can't even justify it. It was just it felt like, what's it called? Like negging. Maybe he was like looking for reassurance, which is fine. We all need reassurance, but you need to demand my attention. I'm so sorry. I'm a girl who's worth a lot of attention. It gave me an ick. So afterwards, he had just like called and texted me and was just like, oh, like, you know, I really enjoyed hanging out with you. I just match or whatever. But I'm like, damn, the streets are bad. I was enjoying getting to know him. To demand my attention. Am I tweaking? I don't know.
I understand. He shouldn't have said that. He was wrong. But look at the comments. I wasn't talking about what she said. I was talking about what they're really thinking. She said that height was a sassy indicator. Like, what? A sassy indicator? His height? Listen to what she said, because this is her screaming. I know some nice short kings. They just aren't the kings for me.
So anyway, he comes out and I go, oh, he's a little shorter than I thought he would be. It wasn't an issue.
Okay. Crying, laughing. Disrespecting us short kings. A sassy indicator? Wow. Look, I'm so torn between, is it LA or is it just modern dating? So, of course, you see they're in LA. So she said, oh, when I was single, I went out with a guy, and on the first day, he asked me to rank him, like on a scale of 1 to 10. Never talk to him again. Consider bullet dodge. This makes me so sad. LOL. I like, seriously, this is all the call. This is a call for help. Demand my attention. Bruh. My man was wild for saying that, but men nowadays don't know what to say. He probably hasn't had a date in so long. He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to do. Right? The man is confused. The man's on a date. I don't know if I'll be real with her. I don't know if I speak my mind. He messed up and spoke his mind. That's the number one thing you don't do as a man, is speak your mind. You keep her entertained, and that's it. Right? Keep her laughing. That's it. You see, that's what they want. But it doesn't matter. Because most guys nowadays are trying to get what they want. Because that's what it's all about. Give me what I want. This guy got caught up in pleasing her. Wrong thing. Wrong thing to do. Especially with a modern woman.
And so finally, we have a dating update, so to speak. And I'm using this lashes filter because I took mine off yesterday and I look like a newborn snapping turtle without them. So I recently had my first night in the wild, and it was positive. Like, the men are outside. You can find them in the wild. They are there. What I was focused on doing was not being aloof, right? Paying attention to my surroundings, emitting a approachable or like inviting aura, making eye contact, looking around, vibing, right? To say, hey, I'm out here. So like, I want to say I was approached by either 3-4 men. Now, none of these men were someone I would want to date per se. Like, the attraction wasn't there for me, but it was good practice talking, chit-chatting, because I kind of suck at small talk. So I need the practice of being out and doing it. So it was very positive. I've said before, I'm kind of weary of apps, even though I might give it a try. I'm still worried. But this gave me faith that you can find your man in a while. So I have decided that I'm going to go outside at least once a week. Probably Friday, because I don't go to the gym on Fridays. Saturdays and Sundays, maybe I'm working, but for sure Fridays I don't. So I'm in an attempt to go somewhere, a happy hour, a sports bar, a mixer, something outside once a week.
That comes across like too many options. Same thing with the last lady, right? They think they're the upper echelon of women. Like the woman saying, I'm going to go to a place where there's rich men. You can go there and find rich men. You don't qualify. Same thing with these ladies, right? The only reason they're stuck between a rock and a hard place is because what happens? What's happening? The men they want don't want them, right? They think they qualify for the top black men. You don't. Look what they said, no short kings. But the guys that you want don't want you. They get the top woman. This is LA. They get the top Spanish girls, white girls, even black girls. And you're not the top black woman, right? So that's what I mean by no black men want them. The black men you want don't want them. I just can't put that in the title. The black men you want don't want you. It's too much, but really, that's what it is. The black men you want, they want no parts of you. White men says it best.
I'm not into black women.
Oh. Why is this always the answer? I need to know this right now. So you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it. You're conventionally a very pretty girl. It's just a preference. I actually tried to kind of see a black girl for a little bit, but I just couldn't like get into it. Like, I mean, if a girl's half, it's different. But like a girl who's like fully black, for some reason, it's just...
So it's just like a preference of skin tone. So you don't like black people?
No, I love black people, but I'm just not attracted sexually to black women.
See, the white man broke it down best. Preference. Same thing with black men. Men choose what they prefer. The top choice is not you. You have to accept it, right? Especially the top men. You're saying you're going to a place with rich men. Oh, you don't want no short kings. You think the tall guys want you? I think not.
I don't want no smoke. I just got a couple of observations and I got some questions. Specifically the black women that support Nick and Alandria. I got some questions for y'all. Why is it when black men date outside of their race, he's labeled a colorist and a disgrace to his culture? But when black women date outside of their race, they are championed.
Talk about a double standard.
I be trying to understand, and I try not to judge. I try to just understand people's perspective. But I just cannot understand this level of thinking, and I need y'all assistance. Like, y'all let Nick get away with a lot of stuff that y'all would not dare let black men get away with. And I wonder why. Everyone keeps saying that Nick and Alandria is a fan-made relationship that black women created. And if Nick and Alandria make it and they're in a relationship for years on, I'm gonna take this L. Y'all can stitch it up and say, Clay, we told you so. But that's besides the point. I gotta understand the mindset in this. Why do y'all shit on black men that date outside of their race, but champion black women? I need to know that answer. And I know that some women were saying that Nick really validated Alandria. He made her feel like she was a queen. Have y'all ever got game ran on y'all? Like, has a smooth guy ever talked to y'all? That's besides the point. I'm sorry I even brought that up. Why are y'all going so hard for a black woman to date outside of her race when y'all shit on black men who do the same thing? Don't attack me because I date black women. Y'all keep calling me a colorist, and it's just, y'all call niggas colorists for dating light-skinned black women. But y'all champion black women who date outside of their race. It don't even make sense to me. A black man could date only black women, but y'all might see him with a light-skinned girl and be like, he's a colorist. But a black woman dates outside her race, and she's champion.
So I came across this young lady's video, and she's complaining that colorism is the reason why they would not let her and her friend in at Harriets in West Hollywood. Now, I have unique perspective because I've been to Harriets in West Hollywood. I have no problem getting in. This is not a colorism problem. This is a broke problem. When I go to Harriets, I roll up, flip up the American Express. They know that I'm spending money. Come right on in, Dom P, and bring all the people that you want to bring in with you. Here's the problem. If you're older at Harriets, that means over 30, you're probably not getting in without paying or getting a table or guaranteeing that you're going to spend a certain amount of money. If you are too large at Harriets, you're not getting in. If your friends don't look as good as you, you're not getting in. If you're loud and disruptive, you're not getting in. If you're not dressed appropriately, you're not getting in. I have had enough of women in our community saying that colorism is the reason why you weren't let into a place in Los Angeles. When I went to Harriet's the last time, it was a ton of beautiful black women in there. But they were all under 30. They were all in excellent shape with flat tummies. They were all baddies. That's what they wanted Harriet's, and here is why. The men foot the bill. She said that they wanted to charge her $100 to go in. What's that in LA? That's nothing. Ballet costs $50. Pay your $100 and go in the place that you want to be in. Or stop telling us how strong and independent you are and how much money you make. Pay the bill or shut the hell up about it.
Real talk.
Pay the bill or shut up about it. Great point. I see so many videos, and you know what's funny? You ladies make these videos and get a bunch of other fatbacks to back you up. It's sad, right? We have to tell the truth. If you look at it's the same thing that's happening in Miami, right? If you don't look a certain way, they want to keep that clientele who are the men coming there. Why? Because there are top-notch women going. They have rich men going to these places. They want to keep the rich men coming. As soon as they see faces in there that shouldn't be there, they're going to say, if they see one or two and they pay their way, rich men understand. But if they see it fill with a bunch of fat bags, think about it, ladies. You're a man. You're used to going there. You know when you go there, there's top-notch woman. And then you go one day, it's a bunch of fat bags. Just full fat bags, linebackers. Looking at you like you see the same video, the woman saying, I go to these certain places and there's rich men. She's lying. Why is she lying? Because they won't let her in. Most of y'all ladies are stuck between a rock and a hard place because you won't jump on the treadmill. You won't diet. You won't look at, what's the name? What's that TikTok dieting thing they're doing? I forgot the name of it.
Give me some brutal motivation. Look in the mirror naked. That is brutal motivation for you. Turn to the side and don't suck in your stomach. Look how flat your booty is from the side. Look how big your stomach is. That is brutal motivation. Just don't buy the meal plan. I'm not asking you to. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Continue to walk around here with a back bigger than a linebacker. Please do not get it. Please, 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 please. Some women need to be shaped like linebackers. You need motivation to stop being a big back? Look in the mirror. Put your back towards the mirror. Turn around and look at the back of your body. That should motivate you. Don't clench your booty cheeks. Let's see how low it hangs. Right behind your knees. That'll scare you. That'll scare you. I said slow down on the fruit. You ready to fight me. Your sugar addiction is showing. Slow down. Why is sugar unhealthy? Ask your mother with her high blood pressure. Ask her what sugar did to her body. Ask your aunt. Ask your father.
But you ladies aren't following it. You refuse. Oh, that shaming woman. No, it's not. You ladies need to experience true shame. People need to tell you, 上夜.
Oh, here we go again.
剩女, which means leftover women.
Because the woman that they're saying 剩you to in China, at least they're slim. Ain't that something? And y'all a bunch of fatbacks. Or if you're not fatbacks, you don't look the part. Demanding a certain type of man that doesn't want you. That's the problem. That's what's happening in LA. That's what's happening in Miami. That's what's happening in New York. Even Atlanta. That's happening. The same thing. It's all over the country.
Our own servers are afraid of us, y'all. They don't even want to come to the table no more. Way she didn't come back in to check on us, but she was ever so present for that white family. Was looking at us like, y'all not finna drive me cat raggedy for no tip. Talking about why are my wings fried hard. Asked for plastic silverware. My food ain't cooked all the way. Even though I ate it, I want a whole nother one, but I also want a refund because it's not what I wanted in the first.
There is so much conversation about black men hating black women and black women feeling like nobody's checking for them. And here's the thing. There's a difference between what is happening in the media, the stories that are being told, that are being perpetuated, and the data. The data shows that 95% of black men marry black women, especially the higher they earn, contrary to popular belief. So don't believe for a second that they don't love us. Like, they don't know how to love anything else. I don't care what they're saying in the comments. I don't care what your cousin who's 19 and has never gone on a date is saying. That's not what the data shows. Okay? The world is not Silver Lake. Get out of your bubble and understand the truth. If anything, what's making dating particularly hard right now is the internet, dating apps, convenience culture, and the fallacy of a million options, when really we just have our community and our surrounding areas and what we grow up with and what we're exposed to and familiar with. Attraction is actually more political and social conditioning. And I'm making a distinction between attraction and sexuality. Sexuality is a soul thing. That's just you and your human journey. Attraction is conditioning. Okay? So we are attracted to what we're surrounded by, even when it doesn't serve us. You ever wonder why your friend keeps dating the same guy who does the same thing, and you're just like, girl, that's what she knows. She doesn't know anything else. And until she deconditions herself from that, she's going to keep going through that cycle. That's like, humans are not that interesting, you guys.
But that's what all of you modern women are doing.
Of habit, we do the same thing over and over until we get tired, until we can't take it, and then we like force ourselves to do something else until that becomes the habit. Like, that's our life. That's our life. So whenever you're being fed a message and it's not serving you, ask yourself, who would benefit from you believing that thing? Because then you can trace back and go, oh, okay. Because honestly, the truth is, if you go out in this world and you are willing to face rejection and you're willing to actually connect with people and you're willing to have conversations, honest conversations, you're not going to have any trouble dating at all. But a lot of us want to have our cake and eat it too. It's like, you're going to have to talk to people. You're going to have to be clear about your intentions. You're going to have to say it what you want. And somebody might say no. But on the other side of that is a life with friends, a partner, successful business and career.
Yeah, what she's saying is skewed. I'll tell you why. Because everybody knows. I say it all the time. Most black men get with most black women. We saw it with the elections. Every guy knows that. Every woman knows that. But what's happening, the problem is not with the man. You can tell from this video, these ladies are talking about getting rich men. They're talking about getting tall men. They're talking about getting the pick of the litter in California. What? They're talking about getting the pick of the litter in New York. And they look like they do. I mean, you can find other women who are 10 times better, especially in California. And this lady said, oh, you know, but the problem is the internet and this, and that. I'm like, no, the problem is not that. Guys struggle. If a man is struggling, it's because most women, which she's probably not like that. we're not talking about you. We're talking about most modern women have a problem. And their problem is they think they deserve it all. And until they figure that out, men are done.
Yesterday, I heard a woman say that she discarded a guy she went on a date with because he mentioned that he liked football and she wasn't into it. That there was no way she could be with him because she just couldn't sit through a football match, nor live or on TV.
Make it make sense.
She later said that she was desperately looking for a partner, but she felt that there was nothing she needed to change in order to be married. And I was thinking to myself, how entitled have women become to think that a man has to accept every single one of her traits, likes, dislikes, and demands, and immediately assume that there will be no required effort from us whatsoever. And honestly, it's sad that we walk into relationships and marriages like this and then end up blaming the guy for the breakup because he simply didn't meet our needs. I'm telling you, y'all better check yourselves, because men are checking out faster than you're realizing. If you think I'm exaggerating, hit the comment section. I'm not playing with you. Girl, eat the popcorn, sit quietly, and enjoy the match.
Answer's coming.